Hello, welcome back to a new video, or if you're listening on the podcast, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Camille, and I have a very special guest today, my adorable son, Maddox. He thinks I'm hilarious, which I think I am pretty funny. He's just embarrassed. I don't know, but we're going to have fun. And look how fancy he is. He had to make himself a matcha. I actually had a matcha, and I started before him, so I finished. But today's conversation is going to be about school. So a lot of people ask me about homeschool because I did that for years. And my son has now been going to school, to public school here in Portugal. And I just wanted to talk about your life. So what is your name and how old are you?
I am Maddox and I'm 10 years old.
And we are living in Portugal. What do you think about Portugal? I told him before we started, don't just say I like it. He's like, I was going to say I like it. So, what do you like about it?
Our house, my soccer, the Lego store.
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes away.
Yeah. Do you miss life in America?
I miss the bigger pool and the family. And I kind of liked our house.
Kind of. Okay.
The floorboards are like broken and stuff.
What?
Yeah! Remember the water damage behind the couch?
Oh, yeah. There are some repairs needed. So Maddox went to school in America because we've been travelers pretty much since he was born. He was born in Spain, lived there for a couple years, traveled to a lot of countries. And so during COVID was the longest that we were in America for like a year and a half. And you went to school. And now you're going to school here in Portugal. So what do you think? I know you don't have too much to compare it to since you were only in American school for a year and a half. But what do you think about Portugal school?
It's different. Here they do the grades different. Like one cycle and then there's another cycle.
Okay.
Here I'm in the second cycle, so it's basically like middle school.
Okay. And in America, you'd be in 5th grade. Which, are you in 5th grade here too?
I wasn't in 5th grade in America.
No, you would be if we were there now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And do people speak English in your school?
There are 2 people that speak it almost basically fluently. One speaks it fluently, and one speaks it very well. And then there are a few kids that speak some.
Okay, so how do you communicate with people? Do you speak Portuguese fluently?
No.
You just go like this? Gotta go bathroom.
I know basic Portuguese, and I use Google Translate.
Google Translate,
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, your books, I was noticing, your books are all in Portuguese. So your homework is in Portuguese, everything is in Portuguese.
Not everything.
Okay, well.
My English.
Oh, yeah, you have British English class. Yeah, that's the one class. And then is the school helping you to learn Portuguese, or how are you learning?
It has a special class for the people that don't speak Portuguese.
Okay. And so how often do you go to that class?
I think 3 times a week.
Okay. Do you feel like it's helping?
Yeah.
Like when people speak Portuguese to you, are you understanding, or is it still like...
I understand Portuguese.
Yeah? Okay.
Or some.
Yeah, I haven't heard you speak much with me. You always avoid it. Do you want to say a few words?
No.
So I don't know if you speak it or not because I never hear it.
Yeah, I don't speak it.
Okay.
I don't normally speak unless I need to.
Okay. Do you like learning another language? Is it cool, or is it, what's your opinion about learning another language?
I would skip learning if I could just be fluent.
Yeah.
But
everyone would, right?
Yeah.
Like go right to being fluent if they could. Because do you think it's hard?
some stuff. Or not very hard, just boring.
Oh, okay. So it's more boring than hard. Yeah. Do you have a favorite subject or a favorite teacher?
My favorite subject is probably HGP, History and Geography of Portugal.
Oh, cool.
And she's also my favorite teacher.
Nice. How do you feel like the kids treat you at school? Like, does everyone know that you're not Portuguese, that you're American? How do they respond to you?
Actually, the word got around pretty well. Like, random people just come up to me and say, "Hi!"
Oh, really?
Stuff, yeah. A random kid. I have no clue who he was.
They speak to you in English?
Yeah.
They say hi? Oh, man. Well, speaking of girls, do you have a girlfriend yet? What? Serious question here.
Why did you ask that?
Oh, because I like to embarrass you.
Why is it embarrassing? You don't have one.
Well, you burst out laughing and your face got a little rosy. Oh, no comment then?
I don't have one.
Okay. Okay, well, let's switch to technology. Do you find that most people are using cell phones in your school?
Like, a lot of people have them. Not that much kids are, like, on them all the time.
Well, do you see, like, kids, like, just on their phones during class, outside, or do they actually interact with each other? Do you play? Do kids play in school?
It depends.
Okay.
Like, probably, 65% of the people in my school have phones, and there are only, 15% that are, on them a lot.
Okay. Wow, that's actually surprising. We actually had an old iPhone that we gave to Maddox. It doesn't have internet on it. It's used for what?
Mostly translating.
Yeah, because the Translate app you can use without internet. We were not going to give him the phone, but his teacher was like, is there any way you guys could get a phone for Maddox so he can use it for Translate? And so we said, okay, I guess so. And we happen to have an old one, so we let him have it. But I personally think 10 years old is too young. I will let you get a real phone when you're like 20.
It is a real phone. It's an iPhone 8. It's still a real phone. It has a screen.
Okay, I will let you get a phone with apps and a number.
It already has an app.
It doesn't have a number, though.
Yeah, it does.
Social media, things like that, you know. I want to avoid that as long as possible. Have you learned any new games or activities at your school?
A few games. Mostly during PE, or I would see them playing it and then I would learn it.
Okay. PE, physical education.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So something interesting. We walk to school, and we didn't get to do that in America. So here you get to walk 12 minutes to school, and we even let Maddox walk home from school. And what do you think about walking?
I don't like it. I drive or... I wouldn't want to bike because it's a big uphill. But if you let me bring the scooter, then I would.
Why don't you like to walk?
Because it's exercise and I got a heavy backpack. It's
That's
heavier
true.
than me.
That's true. He can get a locker at school, but he says he doesn't want one. So he takes the books he needs and carries them around all day. And that backpack is heavy. So heavy. I'm like, oh my goodness.
What is that?
Could you tell me a little bit about your school schedule? When do you go to school? What are the hours? And if you have homework?
I have homework every day. And I only stay 4 hours on Monday. And then I stay 8 hours on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday I spend 5. On Thursday I spend 9. Wait, no. No, I spend 9 on Tuesday.
Yeah, and then Friday you spend 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 days a week it's short days, and then his Tuesday, Thursday are long days. And that was interesting because in America it starts and ends at the same time. So I found that interesting. And here you choose to not eat at school. You pack your own lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And why? Did you even try the food once?
I tried it in the beginning. Like we had a 2-hour subject, and in between we had 5-minute break. I thought it was over, so I went to eat lunch, and then I missed like half of the subject. I thought no one in my class was going to lunch.
Oh.
And then someone was looking for me, and then they found me, and then they brought me to the class.
Wow. Nice. So would you recommend people to go to school in Portugal? Or would you say homeschool? Because you did homeschooling. Would you prefer to go back to homeschooling, or do you like to go to school?
I like to go to school. Oh, that's hard because I have friends at school.
Yeah.
But homeschool is only like 2 hours a day, so I don't know.
It's a hard one. We wanted our kids to go to school principally to learn Portuguese and to have some friends, and both are in progress and are going to take a while. But I don't see us going back too soon to homeschooling. I think we'll have our kids be in the school rhythm for at least a few years before we reevaluate. And I think by that time, you guys might be like really close to your friends and never want to homeschool again. I don't know. But his school, he goes to public school, it has a lot of strikes. So the teachers want more money. And almost every week we get a message saying school's on strike, teachers aren't coming, they want more money. So today he didn't have to go to school. And last Thursday, he didn't have to go to school. So you're home a lot, I feel like.
My brother and sister Ivor in Cairo, they go to a private school, like for 8 hours a day. That's where they are now. We have a strike. Today's Monday.
Yeah. Yeah. So they always have to go to school because in the private school, there are no strikes because I think they're better paid. So yes, I think it's a good time to end this video, Maddox. Thank you so much for being here. Are there any final words you want to say?
My soccer team is called VNS, if you were wondering.
Oh, they probably were wondering about your soccer team.
VNS.
Yes. Come watch him play. He's a star. What's your position?
The goalie.
Nice. Very cool. Well, I'm proud of you, Maddox. You're going to school, a Portuguese school, learning Portuguese, playing soccer, making friends. You're just getting so grown up. Thank you guys so much. If you made it here to the end of the video, you're amazing. Thank you for listening. I wish you all a beautiful rest of your day. And let us know if you have any more questions that we didn't answer below in the comments. As always, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
Bye.